All right, let's head into a break now on Primetime Sports Monday. Stay with us. More after this. Welcome back now to Primetime Sports Monday. TVJ Sports understands that 9 of the 18 players from the Under-15 Reggae Boyz team are still in the Dominican Republic after testing positive for COVID-19 at the CFU Challenge Series. A JFF source who spoke on condition of not being named told TVJ Sports that 4 of the players initially tested positive at the start of the tournament, and with the team due back in the island today, an additional 5 tested positive for COVID-19 ahead of departure. The players remain in the Spanish-speaking country, along with the team physician, Dr. Rochelle Brown-Calvert, and the team manager, Ramon Thomas. Now, the COVID-positive players will have to return 2 negative results before returning home after failing to leave their group, which involved Puerto Rico and St. Kitts and Nevis. Several of the boys returned to the island earlier today, while all the girls who participated in their competition came home after producing negative COVID-19 results. TVJ Sports also understands that several of the St. Kitts and Nevis boys are also in the Dominican Republic after testing positive for the virus. Now, some members of the England-based Reggae Boyz are now in the island as they arrived ahead of Jamaica's World Cup qualifiers against Panama on Sunday at the National Stadium.
A number of the English-based players decided to represent Jamaica. It was all about getting the team to the World Cup. The dream is still alive, but is somewhat tempered by the UK government, whose quarantine program means several will miss games in Mexico and Costa Rica. Veteran Adrian Mariappa will get the chance to play in the 2 away games, but is disappointed the others will miss out.
For the Euros, there were certain exemptions granted for those, so obviously for us it's disappointing, that those same exemptions weren't granted for us. It doesn't surprise me, but something that we have to deal with. I think it's unjust as well that teams in our group have players flying from the same destination that can obviously have their full squad. But like I said, it doesn't surprise me. These are things that we have to deal with.
Assistant coach Paul Hall sees the opportunity as a challenge for those who will play in their away fixtures and is hoping it will bring the best out of the players.
Sometimes when you're backed up against it, that's when your strongest people come out and represent. Now, yeah, on paper, we're the strongest contingent on paper before you kick a ball is probably going to be here. But there's some strong boys going to Jamaica for us, and they will be motivated and they will feel the challenge, and it's a chance for them to step up and prove how good they are.
And midfielder Ravel Morrison, who missed out on the Gold Cup, believes the squad is strong enough to produce results away.
I think the government could have done a lot better for us, but I feel like the depth in the whole squad, even if the UK players ain't there, the Jamaican players, they can put on a show anyway, man. I think we've got a good squad, and I think individually we can all do something, yeah.
34-year-old former junior player Anthony Grant, who is yet to play a senior game for Jamaica, could make his debut against Mexico.
Yeah, obviously this is my first call-up. I've been waiting, I've been patient, and obviously it's a privilege to get called up for the national team.
One player who was expected today but didn't arrive is striker Michael Antonio. TVJ Sports understands his ticket was cancelled at the last moment, but Hall expects him to be here soon.
I'm sure. I mean, but I always say hopefully, just as a matter of course. But, God spare. God spare somebody, hopefully he will be here. So, yes, why not?
The Reggae Boyz will travel to Mexico via charter flight on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Keon Reyna reporting for TVJ Sports.